Hey guys, Nicole here, and I just got back home from a 3 and a half day weekend crop with my best friend. We got there Friday night and actually didn't scrapbook at all Friday night. We were tired. I think we both had long weeks. So we went out and had a nice supper, and we went to Hobby Lobby really quickly because it was right before closing. And then we just chatted and hung out and then went to bed fairly early. But we scrapbooked all day Saturday, all day Sunday, all day Monday, and then just left this morning. So like 3 full days of scrapbooking, a little bit extra in there. But we had so much fun. This is the first time we've scrapbooked together for International Scrapbooking Day. And so we got a lot of challenges done. We participated in a lot of Facebook things. Mainly, she did a lot with Hip Kit Club, and then we both did some Victoria Marie, and then Get It Scrapped, not Get It Scrapped, Scrap Gals. I checked in with Get It Scrapped for sure. They did have a lot of free items that they were giving away throughout the day on Saturday, which was really fun. And then I always go to their website for inspiration. But as far as challenges and things, Scrap Gals community on Facebook, and then what was the Mercy Tierra. So those 3 or 4, we kind of participated as much as we could, uploading layouts and things. Of course, my favorite layouts of the entire weekend were layouts that I did yesterday and didn't upload to challenges. I just kind of found my groove yesterday, late Sunday and yesterday, and yeah. And so basically the way I prepared for the weekend was, as I mentioned at the beginning of the year, I really wanted to focus this year on creating with, organizing, and destashing all my specially themed items, papers, products. So your holidays, different things. So this time around, I took all of my birthday themed items, pictures, and product, as well as Easter and spring. And then I took a variety of other kits and stuff just because sometimes I get where I need to get away from themey stuff and do something fun. I also took all my sports themed items, and some, what was the other? I think those are the main ones I worked with, and then some random kits, like newer kits that I hadn't played with yet, just to mix it up a little bit. And so that's kind of how I approached this weekend. So I got most of my oldest daughter's most recent birthday scrapbooked. I'm waiting for a few pictures from a family member to finish that. I got my youngest last birthday party last year all done. And then I got a bunch of Easter photos, like all of this Easter scrapbooked, and some others. So I was going to show you the layouts and go from there. I will start here. So this layout is from my youngest birthday last year, and it's a variety of products. I think I mixed together, let's see, I'm going to forget already. I know this is a Fancy Pants line. I used leftovers of Fancy Pants. Is it called Happy Parade or Parade Day or something? Joy Parade. I think Joy Parade. I put all the leftovers of Joy Parade and I mixed it with oh yes, a more recent Echo Park birthday party line, because the colors really meshed really nicely. So most of these pictures from this party and to have this look to them are from those 2 collections. And so this one was super fun. Just a bunch of layering here, and then just a little bit at the bottom here. I'm just gonna scooch up really fast just to make sure you can see everything okay. 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 And then this one here is another layout from those collections. I'm going to take these, well, it's okay. Sorry, they're a little bit, here, I'm going to do this differently because I made a lot of bulky layouts this time around. And so I'm getting a little bit of a curve on the layout itself, and I don't want that. So I'm going to actually go up closer here for you. Sorry, it's kind of dark in here today for some reason. I have a lamp on, but it looks a little dark. So here's another one, and these were actually there were 4 sketches posted on Mercy Tiara's, I believe, Facebook page, and so I actually scraplifted all 4 of those sketches and had so much fun. You can go to Mercy Tiara's Facebook page and you could see all the different challenges they had if you want to, you know, look at anything that I'm talking about. As different people hosted the different challenges. And so this is one for that, and this is Sketched Beast. So just kind of did, it was just, there are silly pictures, and so I just kept it really fun, and like stuff was just kind of sprinkled all over the page just because it was a party page and it was a goofy page, and so that's kind of the direction I took with that. I really love this paper line. It's so pretty. It's Echo Park most recent birthday party collection. This is actually my very first layout of the weekend. So this is my kind of layout that I used to get in the groove and get the mojo flowing. It's using the new Paper Studio Petals and Bloom collection. So I didn't actually I've already gotten the 12 by 12 and the 8.5 by 11 paper pads. I didn't actually take those with me, but when we went to Hobby Lobby the first night, I grabbed the 6 by 6 pad and the rest of the embellishments that went with it, which are mostly kind of planner based type of embellishments, but that's okay, we made them work. So I didn't have all of the larger papers with me, but I had enough to play with, and I hadn't gotten any of the like embellishment type items before because they were all out. So I was happy to get my hands on those. So I had a lot of fun working with a 6 by 6 paper pad, and just this was for a grid challenge. It was for Victoria Marie's page, and used their sticker book is actually like a planner sticker book, but was able to, a lot of them are basic types of stickers that I used for these scrapbook pages. And so I used the tags that were with the line, and then these stickers. I popped out it up, and then they had these large alphas, and I just put the first letter of each of the names of the girls in the pictures, and then just decorated with the little safety or the paper clips and stickers, and then some enamel dots from my stash and some little heart enamel stickers and things like that. But almost everything but the enamel dots are from that collection. So it was super fun to play with. Those are really pretty papers. I wish I would have had the 12 by 12 and 8.5 by 11 papers with me. I think I would have played with it even more, but I kept it together as a kit, and then I'll play with it all together at some point. Okay, so this one, another one was a sketch. And I just love it. It's very simple, just using 3 fun patterns in a row like that, and then doing your picture and embellishments down here. So very simple. It wasn't like a deep story page, so I wanted to keep it simple. It was about how my daughter and I made rainbow cupcakes for her birthday for her school classmates, and she got to do the sprinkling, and how they're very heavy on sprinkles because of that. But just a very simple story, and I thought it was just a nice simple layout to tell that story that went along well with the picture. Obviously we got cupcakes and sprinkles and things, so the theme matched really well. This is probably one of my favorite layouts, just because I love this picture of my kiddos, and it's soft and pretty. I'm really liking white backgrounds or light colored backgrounds, and this was actually kind of out of order, so sorry about that. So this is using kind of a variety of, I grabbed a whole bunch of my older Michaels spring themed embellishments I'd had for a long time, the recollections, and I pulled out some recent Target Dollar Spot, like these vellum tags are all from the Dollar Spot. This was from that collection, that Paper and Bloom collection. This is from Michael's. This is from Hobby Lobby. So this is a huge mixture, but this is when I got to the point where I was scrapbooking, done with birthdays, and I was scrapbooking spring pictures and Easter pictures, and I just combined all my Easter supplies with the current papers I was working with. And so I started to work with Paige Evans, not the last line, the line before. I'm gonna forget it. Let me see here, hold on. Let me see if I have a, it's the one that was very spring-ish. And I'm sorry, I'm going to have to think on it for a second, but it was, I'll have some layouts to showcase it more here shortly. So I'll probably think of it. So I just kind of, but I worked with that collection and then just pulled in other spring and Easter type items into it. So I just brought in the recent Target dollar spot stuff I had gotten, as well as some older Michaels items. And so anyway, so this is just a real like major combo of all of those. But I really like this. This, I think, is my style, and the pages I like the most were the pages that are more like this, where you have just kind of a central photo or a set of photos with layering behind and just fun things peeking out. That tends to be the ones I look back and really love. So this is one of them. And I did use a little paper bag in the back there, and a glassine bag, and just lots of different tags and papers. I did some smooshing and misting. I'll think of it. I only looked at it for like 3 days straight and I can't think of the name. Go figure, right? Okay, so this is one that is still back from the Echo Park Party line, and love this one also from a sketch, although these were more separated and I just brought them in a little bit and just had fun. I used fringe scissors to fringe, and just super fun and colorful. I love that it had black in it because my daughter was wearing black, and it just meshed really well with all the different colors going on in the photos. Did a little banner here with these enamel dots were from that Fancy Pants Joy Parade, and then as well as this flare. I popped out of these balloons app, and just had lots of fun with stickers and other embellishments. So this is all from that Paige Evans line, except for the Easter eggs, which are from Target. This was an older sticker, I think, from Crate Paper, and this is from like a mini Project Life kit. I can't think of what it's called either. I had a sticker pack, like a waterfall sticker pack, and then it matched like a smaller Project Life type of kit. And so I combined that because it had very spring watercolory colors. And that's where this is from as well. So I combined that in. So it was kind of like start with one kit and then just combine things in as they match or as they fit the theme of what I'm working on. So this I think was from either from Michaels or was from that collection, but I think this is from Michaels. This is the sticker sheet that matches this line. And then all the layers, I think, are papers from the Paige Evans line. So, super fun. And then this one here is another grid. I love grids. I'm just going to check and make sure you guys can see everything here. I'm also loving this black outlining around the white edges on white backgrounds. I think that just adds like a finishing touch to the layout that I really appreciate. And it also, you know, I had brought in this black with this title here, and so it also kind of helped mesh with that a little bit. But this one I just used a bunch of papers from, there was an Easter line that I brought in. I think it was from Echo Park also. And meshed it in with the Paige Evans line and just kind of cut a bunch of different squares. And then did a title, kept it really simple. Title, I did a bunch of smooshing in the background, bow sticker from the Paige Evans line, and this die cut, and called it good. So very simple. I just journaled under this picture. And then this one as well is also from that same line, except for this here and this. This is from Michaels, and then these were from that Project Life collection. But everything else is from the Paige Evans. Oh, the butterflies from Michaels as well. It was like a big chipboard sticker pack that matched one of their spring lines from probably 3 or 4 years ago, probably maybe 2 years ago, 2-3 years ago. And I just kind of grabbed the elements that matched the color scheme and journaled about lockets that I got my girls for Easter this year, and sprinkled with some gray Glimmer Mist or Heidi Swap shine, and used some of those clips there just to finish off some detail. So I did some 8.5 by 11s, mostly 12 by 12. I have one 6 by 12 that will be coming up. So this again is using most of the Paige Evans, but I'm mixing in an Easter line here and Target, Michaels. So a good combination. Some Brads, these were from Michaels from that same spring line. And if you guys want to know the names of these things, I still have packaging and leftovers, but they're still in my car. So I wanted to come do this while I had no one else home, which is the best time for me to do video. So my kids are at school, my husband's working, and so I thought I'm going to get these layouts recorded and get it uploading, and then I'll have to go and pack my car here pretty soon, and then I'll have access to the leftovers. But so I'm sorry. I should have looked at this stuff before I did the video. I always forget names of things, despite the fact I looked at it for 3 days straight, which cracks me up. But anyway, these were from that Project Life set, as well as this one. All the like kind of watercolory and really pretty script things are mostly from that line. And then Michael's is most of the chipboard, but these are really thick. But I figure since my Easter album, it's not like I do a lot of layouts every Easter, and so it's going to take a long time for it to get filled. So I figure if they're a little bit thicker, it's not a big deal. But I really love this sketch. This was from Creative. I'll look it up because they are the ones who sponsored this sketch challenge on Mercy Tiaras, and we then went to their website, and it's just on the tip of my tongue, and just a really good website for sketches. So I will link that that blog because there's a lot of really good sketches. So this is one of the sketches with lots and lots of examples. Is it creativescrapbooks.com? I will double check because I know I still have it up on my phone. Anyway, this was a sketch from that. This was as well. I just want to make sure they get credit, so I will link it below. So this is a little bit busier than I wanted it to be. I think I should have maybe put maybe one more layer of white underneath the pink, but it's okay. It's fun. It's Eastery. These are from Target, and thought that was a cute way. The examples of the layouts just had like these 3 large areas, and one of them had little paper bunnies underneath. I'm like, oh, this would be a perfect place to use those 3 big, bunny rabbits from Target. And I just like how it turned out. And I just have 2 photos here that I printed on my Instax printer, and then just did the journaling over here, using some older Easter line mostly. I think this Echo Park. There's also some Simple Stories in there. There was a Simple Stories like mini kit that I had mixed in there as well with the Easter product, and so some of it is from that line as well. And now yesterday I worked with Pink Paisley's Moonstruck collection, and I mixed it with the leftovers of C'est La Vie, and did some scrapbooking with that. I was kind of done with the birthday and Easter themed stuff, and so I wanted to play with some newer-ish products that I still had in kits, and this one, sorry, I'm up a little high there. Just love this heart paper. It's so pretty. And just, again, did some layering and put a card over here, and then journaled up here, and then used these fun, shiny, like plastic elements and some of the puffy stickers. And I outlined again. I just really like how that looks. Especially when you have a lot of black elements in your cluster, it kind of just brings it all together. Okay, and then I did, so these are not in order of how I did them, but I did some, because I don't want to get too far behind in this because I already am. I wanted to get some sports pictures scrapbooked, and I'm not going to be super uber creative with these because I want them to be, I just want to do a couple per year per sport or event and call it good. We have a couple local places that carry local school themed scrapbook paper, and a lot of places do that. It's kind of like a novelty type of thing, so you'll find them in weird random stores. So, or you can usually request it from a scrapbook store, or find stuff online as well. And so I just basically I'm just pulling kind of the themed stuff for the particular sport. I don't actually have any track and field stuff, which I need to get, so I didn't have any themed stuff for this beyond the Blue Hill Bobcat stuff. So I just kept it simple, and I had pulled in some old black Bow Bunny. I think these are from a school theme line, but it had the numbers on the bottom, and so I thought that was cool because you're always, checking time and that kind of thing when you're in track. And so I just kept this simple. This is my daughter's relay team, and just labeled it the 4x4 relay and kept it simple. I journaled on the other ones. So I didn't journal on this one because they'll all be together. So this is 8.5 by 11. And then this one is kind of a more general page about my daughter's first track year. I have some individual shots of her in her events. And I just, again, use that Blue Hill specific product with some washi tape. Pulled in some wood veneer stars, I think from Paper Studio, and did some stickers. And then these were from American Crafts. I happened to have them out for another project, and then I'm like, those are perfect for to go with my school pictures because they're royal blue, black and white. So there's that one. And then one more, and this was just commemorating that the girls and boys junior high teams had gotten first place at a particular track meet. And so I had pictures from that day of both sets of kids and decided to go ahead and just scrapbook those just so that we'd have be able to go back and remember who all was out for track in 7th grade and 8th grade and what their team was like, because they did spend a lot of time with them at practice and on the buses and things. So I thought that'd be fun for my daughter to go back and look at, because next year, the 8th grade will move on, and then they'll have new 7th graders. So it'll be a whole different group of kids. So and I just added some stamping and some enamel dots and some washi. Okay. Now we're back to the Pink Paisley, is it Moonstruck? Is that right? Moonstruck and C'est La Vie combined. Here just, again, a photo in the middle and just lots and lots of fun layers and a journaling card, tags, some stickers, some puffy stickers, some of their washi from their washi books, and little vellum stickers. I'm going to actually put this one up. This is probably one of my favorites as well. I just love the colors, and some of these clusters of embellishments are pretty. So there's that one. And this is also from those papers as well, except for this guy here. This was a Paper Studio. They have a clip set that have cats and dogs, and so I just clipped that in there. But everything else is from Pink Paisley. This is a picture of my daughter laying her head on our puppy dog, and wanted to journal about how she's part of our family. So and this one then is now back to the other Pink Paisley, or the Paige Evans line. I need to glue this down a little bit better. That I was working with for most of the weekend, and of course added in an Easter wood veneer from the Target dollar spot. And then some of the vellum tags from Target Dollar Spot as well. And then everything else I think is from that line. Except for maybe, I think this is from the Paper Studio sticker pad, as well as maybe these. But so just love how that one turned out. Let's see if you can see it all here. There you go. I could probably do every layout with a middle area and then stuff along the top, and I'd probably be like love every layout. That's really a style that I like, continue to like. Okay, another one here. Same collection, Paige Evans collection, and just a fun one, some band pictures and kind of the same story. Added in some Michaels product, some vellum tags from Target over here, but then everything else just lots of layers underneath. So pretty simple, very dimensional. I'm loving dimension, just using pop dots in random places. I really need to glue some stuff down better because I tend to just glue down in the middles until I'm ready, and then I try to go back and reinforce, and sometimes I don't get it done like I should. And there's this one. This is also probably one of my favorites. I just like the mix of soft with the vibrant colors that kind of peek out in weird places like here, and then in the photo. But then other items are just really soft and pretty, which kind of meshes with the sun filter in the actual photo. So I like how that works together. And just got some tags popping up. I have a glassine bag in there. This is pop dotted up a little bit. Some brads. So, I'll try to get that one up close a little bit. There's a close-up look of the cluster there. Sorry guys, long video. Lots of layouts. Did 34 layouts. Okay, this was fun. So 8.5 by 11 here. And this was also from a sketch, but this was actually not a sketch. This was actually from, I did just a couple of videos of a big picture class about clustering, and it's a really good class. Like, her layouts speak to me. They're so neat, and definitely a style that I also look at and wish I could just do naturally. So I thought, hey, this will be a good time to get some practice. Just a different style and where she places things on her page, but a style that I really like. And so this one was really fun because a lot of times I tend to cluster everything together. And so when I find pages that I like that don't do that, then I'm like, okay, I need to play with this a little bit and see if I can get that to be part of my natural tendency as well, to be able to do it both ways. And so the fact that she has the pictures, separated from the actual cluster of embellishment it was a cool concept to me, and I really liked that. So had a lot of fun using up some Michaels supplies, and again, that combo of product I told you about before. There's some of the Paige Evans up there, and then the stickers are from American Crafts, and then this is a variety. So, and some twine from my stash. This is also inspired by that same class. And again, just having the items kind of separated. I mean, it kind of goes down like this, but they're not all clustered together like I typically do, with the exception of this here. And so that was interesting to me, and it was fun playing around with that. So this is one more, mostly from the Petals and Blooms collection from Hobby Lobby. I added in a couple extras. This is from Michaels, Paige Evans, enamel dot from my stash. I think everything else is clustered paper from that 6x6 paper pad. And I like that they had some purple flowers in those papers because there was a lot of purple in that photo, and I was able to make that work. These next few... Let's see, I turn into this one next. Here's one more from the Paige Evans collection, and just, again, more photos. I got both my daughter's spring concerts scrapbooked, band concerts, choir concerts, all of those. And that's what these are. So the spring feel of these papers were perfect. And again, yep, there's lots of clustering and embellishing. And I used a frame here to frame a saying. These next few are not my favorites, but they're the first ones I did that were just kind of getting me in a groove. And again, the reason they aren't my favorites, I really think, is because they're not white backgrounds. Just what I like right now. But I do love this layout because of this story. This is my youngest daughter's music concert. And she had a speaking part in it, and it was just really funny. So the title and the journaling just talks about that. And I know every time I read that, I'm going to giggle because it was just a really funny experience. And she did a great job. So. And then here's a 6x12. This was actually a challenge to scrapbook in a different size. And then it also fit a different challenge to use a photo that was a different, not 4x6 size. So I just kind of hit both challenges with one layout. And this was kind of a side story to the music and band concert pictures. So it'll just go in with them. But I liked that it was smaller because it wasn't as big of a story. It was like a little side note that I wanted to write about and talk about. So pretty simple. This one I really like. I really, because this background paper is just really pretty and just meshed so well with the photos and the dresses that the girls were wearing. And so I really like how this turned out, even though it's not a white background. Used, again, just a variety of products. This was actually just a random die cut that I had that I'd gotten probably in some kit. I think that was probably from Michael's, and then these are American Crafts, and just a variety of product that I've been working with. So I love those bows. Those bows are perfect. So fun. And just perfect for the types of pictures they are, because they're in their pretty spring dresses. And okay, these next few are my oldest birthday party. Oh, I lied, not that one. From this year. And she had her birthday party in my shop. And so the colors lent to less bright, because the shop itself is like very cozy, and you know, you have your antique woods and brick and those kinds of colors. So the photos all feel very dark. So I thought that this older crepe paper part, I think that vintage look to it. It was a little bit more distressed. It was, I think it's maybe 5 years old, but I still love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful paper line. And so I thought I'd use it for this particular birthday just to get it used up. And so I made quite a few layouts of it. And so this is one of them. Probably my favorite one. This is a really beautiful vellum paper that came with the collection. I just absolutely love it. And just had a lot of fun putting all the different elements and chipboard pieces together, and love this line, even though it's not really today's style, but I still love it. This one is one I think I'm going to rework just a little bit. I feel like it needs more white, because if you look at the rest of the layouts, they're a lot brighter, and I think because of the background of this paper and not adding in any major white elements, with the exception of these, I think it doesn't mesh well with the rest of them, and they're all going to be in the same album together because they're one birthday. And so I think I'm going to rework this a little bit. I have a couple more photos coming to me from a family member who took pictures that I didn't get, and so I still have some scrapbooking to do of this particular birthday. So I'm going to actually just put this in with the kit, and when I get those pictures in, then I'm going to just rework this at the same time that I do that. So here's one more from that same birthday. See, you notice how it's just a lot brighter. And I think a lot of it maybe is this bag. I love, love, love this bag, but it just might have to go, or get some white paper underneath it or something. I'm not for sure. But super cute. I just loved all the elements to this paper line. These fun stickers and chipboard stickers, and You know, it had been put away for a little while, so I'd forgotten about how cute of a line that it was. But there's that one. And then this one as well, which is falling apart. This one's a very heavy one. I need to reinforce it with some better adhesive, I think, because there's a lot of chipboard. So I just did this banner here, and then just lots of different layers of product below the photos, and then up here as well. I'll give you a bit of a close-up of that because there's a lot of detail. And some stickers. And then a little collection up there. So these I just used just the collection together. I didn't really pull in any other paper lines or anything. And now we're back to actually the first layouts I showed you, where I had the party collection from Echo Park mixed in with the Joy Parade collection. So we're back to my other daughter's birthday, which had brighter colors, and then she was wearing the black shirt, so the black elements matched really nicely. This is just a photo of her opening her presents. I like getting a lot of photos kind of in a little bit of a grid format, but more actually kind of more of like a triangular format there. But liked how that one turned out. This one isn't my favorite, but it went along with a challenge on Victoria Marie's page of using a really colorful background. And I love the colors. They match the photo nicely. And I liked being able to use this 4x6 Project Life card that already had birthday elements to it, and I could journal on it, and then I just did some extra embellishing. So it's very simple, just did some layers underneath and some enamel dots and things, and then an enamel title there from the Joy Parade collection. So very simple, but cute. And then this is another favorite. One of the challenges on a couple of the different boards was to scrapbook a selfie. And then one was to scrapbook about scrapbooking. I think that one was on the Scrap Gal's Facebook page. And so I just snapped a quick selfie of me scrapbooking on National Scrapbooking Day with Angie, and went ahead, and that fit for both challenges. And it was also a great time to just scrapbook about the fact that this is the first time we had been together during this particular weekend, because I'm usually working and it doesn't work, and so it was just really nice. I printed it black and white and was able then to use lots of fun colored items. These are actually leftover pieces from the birthday party lines. You would never know that, you know, if you didn't know that. So just by looking at them, I just pulled the, you know, non-themed papers, a bunch of the scraps, and just layered them. And then I had gotten these from Hobby Lobby Friday night, as well as these, so I used those. So I used up some new product, and then just did some title work there, and then a tag from the birthday party line there, and then did some smishing with pink ink from Glimmer Mist. So I also outlined again as well. I think it just finishes off the page really nicely, especially with the black title here. So that is it. That's my last layout. Had a great time. I'm back in the real world now, needing to go get the kiddos from school and clean house and do laundry. And I really need to clean my scrapbook room. It's a bit of a disaster area right now. But there's always stuff to do, right? So I am so excited to have had a nice weekend away. I'm happy to be home, but it's such a nice thing that we are able to do. Our husbands are amazing for letting us do it. Our kids are amazing for, you know, making it a possibility. And it just is a really fun weekend as always, especially more special since it was National Scrapbooking Day on Saturday, that we were able to do a lot of fun things together. So with that said, this is a long video. I'm so sorry. I will get this uploaded and hopefully be back to doing some regular videos here. I'm kind of gonna hopefully try to get in a groove. Our school gets out in a week, and I think we're gonna have a little bit more of a normal schedule come summer break. Although my kids will be home, so videos may be a little bit more complicated, but I think I'll be able to make it work and kind of get on a better schedule. So I haven't been around a whole lot. I do have a lot of projects to do for clients. I have actually 2 clients currently I'm scrapbooking for, and I have some pretty big projects to do And so I need to get kind of going on those. So kind of a variety of things that are on my plate right now, but I'll hopefully be back soon with a video of something or another. So thank you so much for watching, and happy scrapping.